Good afternoon and welcome to SAIT Newsfile. I'm Angela Stewart. Jacob LeBlanc will have sports coming up, but first let's check in with Brianne Smith with the weather. Brianne, how are we doing out there?
It's not too bad. A few clouds in the sky and
Jacob, anything interesting in the sports world?
Well, we do have a lot of Trojans actions coming up, We've got a basketball playoff for the Trojans and some men's and women's ice hockey coming up as well, and I'll have more of that later.
Well, we look forward to that. Now let's take a look at today's top stories. It's a brand new year and a brand new session of Alberta's legislature. Lieutenant Governor Lois Mitchell addressed the public with the annual speech from the throne this afternoon with promises to enrich the lives of Albertans during this economic hardship. Newsfile's Chelsea Tomasek is live at the McDougall Center with more. Chelsea, what does this NDP government have in store for the province?
Well, Mitchell began this year's speech reminding the province.
Chelsea Tomasek reporting from the McDougall Center. The new sessions of the legislature begin tomorrow. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made his 6th trip to Calgary last night since taking office. He was showing his support for Liberal candidates Haley Brown and Scott Forsyth in a rally for the April 3rd by-elections. As Kristen Fong reports, the Liberal Party is trying to change how Albertans vote.
and Mindapore by-elections coming up.
More than 150 businesses, city councillors, and the Calgary community gathered in the city's downtown this afternoon for an economic summit. A report and plan of action was presented to the council today in the second quarter of this year. This is not the first time the city has faced this type of downturn. Air pollution has become a growing problem in Alberta, and with the recent carbon tax, much is being done to cut back on Alberta's emissions. At the University of Calgary, 2 researchers are looking for solutions to better air equality. Kellyanne Roberts reports. Good afternoon and welcome to SAIT Newsfile. I'm Angela Stewart. Jacob LeBlanc will have sports coming up, but first let's check in with Brianne Smith with the weather. Brianne, how's it looking out there?
It's pretty cloudy out here, and I think that we are getting a little bit of snow starting to come in.
Jacob, in the world of sports, the 2017 trade deadline happened today. Anything interesting there?
Well, to be completely honest, Angelo, it's one of the slower deadline days we've seen in the past 20 years. Only 16 deals were made compared to the 19 last year, so I'll get into that later on.
Well, first, let's look at today's top stories. Nenshi may be facing some fierce competition going into the 2017 municipal elections. After 12 long hours on council, Andre Chabot has officially declared his intentions to challenge the popular mayor come October. Megan Brennan has more on Chabot's surprising announcement.
Ward 10 Councillor Chabot has launched.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will be in Calgary tonight looking to gain some party support from 2 Calgary ridings for next month's by-elections. Newsfile's Jeff Slack is live from SAIT's newsroom with more.
Angela, the by-elections, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Angela?
The by-elections will be happening on April 3rd. Jeff Slack reporting from SAIT's newsroom. The new Green Line LRT plans have residents in Ramsey upset. They're concerned about connections to surrounding communities and homes becoming train front property. Kristen Fong has more. The sound of a text message coming in has become a common sound in the classroom. Teachers are figuring out ways to manage how much their students use their phones in the classroom. Kellyanne Roberts reports.
As new generations enter the classroom, their cell phones enter with them.
Whether we like to admit it or not, going to the gym is often a student's personal nightmare. But what if we told you could have fun and socialize all while sweating it out? MMA could very well be the solution to earning a few games, having fun, and maintaining a social presence. Those are today's top stories. We'll have your full forecast for you right after the break. But first, Brianne Smith has a look at what's going on around Calgary this week.